Wednesday. Work from home day today. You know when you wake up in the morning, 2:30, 3:15, 4:15 in my instance this morning, and your brain just picks up on something that you've been thinking about or working on, and it just says, you know that thing you've been thinking on or working on? Here's the answers, and it just goes, boom. So got up, started typing. A lot of the stuff is for the upcoming US trip, presentations, and I had the sticking point on one of the presentations of which way to go with it, and then suddenly it's like, there it is. Had some coffee, went for a quick haircut, and back at home now. I've got a couple of Zooms today. Work tomorrow in the office and then away for the weekend. It's a long weekend in South Africa, so I'm going to take some time off, going offline, off this thing. It's amazing that there are still places out there without signal that you cannot connect even if you wanted to. That said, it's actually quite a nice thing because the amount of bullshit comments on Instagram is just insane. So I've been posting quite a bit of wildlife reels the last while, playing with the algorithm, right? Seeing what works, how to post, when to post. Not that it matters, it's just a little game on the side to keep this busy. But recently, this was yesterday, over the last few days, I posted an image of, or a video of a monopool sighting where there was a hyena kill. Try this again. There was a lion on an eland kill, old guy, pissed off lion, right? The whole pride was also around, and he was chasing all of them away from this eland kill. Being an old male, that's what he would do. We parked normal distance like we would normally park, all respectable. We got long lenses, so you don't want to be too close. Anyway, there was a hyena circling that walked behind our vehicle, and then as he came out, this lion, it looks like the lion's looking at us, but he's past us, and he's angry, pissed off at this hyena, and he's like, oh, going at it. Anyway, posted this. People are like, oh, this is cool, whatever. And then you get people saying how we did the wrong thing, how you shouldn't be there. Then you ask them, have you been on safari yet? No, I haven't been. Well, then, waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. Yeah, stay in your cage. Then people say, yeah, they've read the caption, and it's definitely not the hyena, because they say, that in the study of ethology, or the branch of study that focuses on animal behavior, ethology academics will agree that he's not happy about us. Okay, my statement to that is, your ethology academics weren't on the fucking vehicle. And if I think back, 2016, 17 somewhere, I might have gotten upset about stuff like that and like try and convince them and change their minds. It's pointless. There's that line in Batman, I think it's The Dark Knight, where Alfred says to him, they're talking about the Joker, best Joker ever, Heath Ledger, no discussion, moving on. And they talk about him and he's like, some men just want to see the world burn. And I'm sure some people just go online to look for negative shit to say. And I'll fix it once. I said, yeah, but they weren't in the car. No, but they agree. Okay, well, why don't you and your committee of ethology academics have your little circle jerk or whatever you want to do, and you do your thing. Just, you do your thing. But most of the time I just let it go. It's just like, fuck, people are so... Why do we have the need to always say things? Not we, most of us not, certain people. It's just it's funny. I'm getting quite a bit of a kick out of it, so it's fun. It's fun. More than that, a couple of Zooms today. Loads of other content I still want to share out. I mean, just make the time to do it around mental health, depression, trauma, anxiety, something we all struggle with. I posted a video yesterday, 2 days ago, on Are You Happy? Because that's, I think, the thing that we all want. But that's, I think therein is the problem. People just want it. They don't want to do the hard work to get it. They just want to be happy. How arrogant are you that you expect to get things that you don't work for? That's just, I can't wrap my head around it. And the two things, from a psychology point of view, I spoke about this in the past in previous videos as well, is the two things you need in your life, psyche-wise, relationship, work, personal, fitness, mental health, all of it, is structure and spontaneity. That's like the broad strokes, yeah? Where you can't be too structured because life gets boring, and you can't be too spontaneous because then it's just a shit show. But in practical terms, and I've done videos on this as well, but it's becoming a theme that underlying to a lot of other things raises its head in a very good way, is if you focus on two things, agency and gratitude. And again, Don't just focus on it, do something. There are protocols that you can deploy against those in order to make you happier and more happy to be a human being. Gratitude, we know what it is, but it's deploying it, it's looking for it. And agency is, how do you project yourself onto your surroundings, onto the world around you, onto everything that's in your orbit? And it's something I'm going to be digging more into, because I've used that approach and that kind of narrative with clients who are struggling with various things. Everything from goal getting and motivation to accountability to trauma, anxiety, depression. It's all of that. Is how are you projecting yourself onto the world around you? Because if you're not, that's when you start feeling very alone. So it's a theme that is very interesting to me. I'm digging very deep into it, and I think there's a lot of value caught up in it. And then someone else in this last few days, I've had a lot of conversations, also mentioned, she doesn't feel that she can carry on. She doesn't have the reserves for it. Talking about a mental capacity point of view, as far as doing more, trying more. And then the idea of, I don't have any reserves left, i.e. I'm too tired to do this. The focus then becomes the reserve that you don't have versus the resources that you do. A coach, a friend, a family member, a time, shoes to go walk in, a dog to cuddle. There's all of that. It's just, we need to pull context together here. I think people are just losing it a little bit sometimes. And then this morning, Kyle, my hairdresser, asked me a question which I thought very interesting and quite profound, and something that I am going to do more content on in due course, is when I have a shitty day, asking me, and I go dark, what do I do? Interesting question, because it happens more often than I would like it to happen, but it's a part of being a human. And I thought about it for a little bit, and I said to him, the three things that I do, 3.5 maybe, is number one, I allow myself to feel that because it's human. If I start saying, oh, Jerry, you fucking idiot, why are you like this? You're a wasteless piece of human. You're an oxygen thief. You don't deserve any of this. You're such a fuck up. Start talking like that rabbit hole becomes very big and very deep, right? So the first thing that I do if I have these days is I try very hard to remind myself that it's okay. It's okay to feel like that. The second thing that I do is I try and move. I try and go for a walk. I try and do a push-up. I even stretch. If something's wrong with your mind, fix it by using your body. It's huge. I've doubled down on my training over the last few months, and it feels amazing. So when I go to that dark place, I try and do something as hard as it is. And then the third thing I said to him that I do when I go there, I stay off social media. Why? Because negativity bias and confirmation bias will screw you over if you're in that mindset. If you're in that dark place and you go online, doom scrolling, when you're bored, you scroll. Why is that bad? Because confirmation bias and negativity bias, you're going to find every little bit of negative information because your brain is wired. It's looking for it in that stage to say, see, they're doing well, you're not. See, other people are just as fucked up as you are. You're all just a mess. So, three things. Number one, I remind myself that it's okay to be down every once in a while. It's very human. Number two, I try and move something. I might not do a killer HIT session, but I'm just move something. 10, 15 minutes is enough just to get something clicked. And number three, I stay off social media because the confirmation bias will eat you up totally. The other one, as I said, what I've cultivated over many years is to be able to take that stuff, that dark shit, the shadows, the voices, the demons, right? And to translate that into an energy that gets used specifically for physical training, but also from a mental point of view, from a motivation point of view, all of that. So that's me for today. I don't have anything else. That's quite a lot, I think, though. I'm going to finish this coffee. What's the time here? 9:15. I've got a Zoom at 10. Speaking to B&H out of New York this afternoon. Some good stuff happening. But for now, though, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a good day. Stay safe. Don't forget to be awesome. My name is Jerry. I'm from Wild Eye. Bye for now.